Just for safety's sake, even though the ignition coil has been disabled, I'm going to go ahead and set these wires on top of a couple of pieces of wood to secure them, just in case. Okay. Like I said, the coil's been disabled via the fuse, but just in case, we do not want to risk doing any electrical damage to the engine. If one of those plugs arcs and grounds out, it's not going to be good for your electrical components. So, time to take out the spark plugs. Alright, before taking out the plugs, we want to clean out the areas where the spark plugs go into and get out any foreign dirt or any kind of matter like that. We don't want that going in our cylinders after we take out the spark plugs. So I've got some basic canned air here. That's good. Now for our plugs. Alright, got my camera set up here so I can see the compression. The way the compression rises is going to tell me a little bit something about what's going on with the cylinders. So I'm starting with cylinder 4. I've threaded my hose down into the tube and only hand tightened. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn the engine over 7 revolutions, and you'll be able to see it rise, the PSI and the compression rise as it's turning over. Here we go. Okay, we got about, it looks like about 175 PSI, 180. I'm going to go ahead and record this. And be sure to get some piece of paper and a pen or a pencil so you can write down what the PSI is on each cylinder. Alright, on to the next cylinder. Cylinder number 2. Yeah, I had would have showed you threading and unthreading from cylinder 1, but I had a little mishap. I lost my bit, or my extension, down in the well. I tightened it too tight, so hand tighten only. I managed to get it out of there, but here we go, cylinder 2. see, I'm reading at about 150, 60, 70, 70, about 180. I'm going to do it again. Here we go. Okay, 50, 60, 70, 80, right at 180. Okay. Correct myself from earlier, this is cylinder number 3 that I just tested. Okay. Quick release that. Go on to the next one. There we go. The whole thing came out this time. There we go. Okay. Put the quick release back on. Set it right here. Time to test cylinder number 2. Okay. 185 to 190. Good to go on that one. And our last one. Come on. There we go. And we're about to test our troublemaker. So I'm expecting low PSI on this. Okay. There we go. You guys can see it? Good. Here we go. Yep, 175 to, or 75 to 80 psi. That's a dead cylinder. We'll go back to 2 just to verify. You can also hear the difference in the way the engine cranks due to the lack of compression on that one. Here's number 2. It should sound normal again, and it should give me regular, normal PSIs. Alright, we're at 180, so cylinder number 1 is a goner. I'm going to go back and review this tape and see how the compression built up. I'll explain this here in a minute, how you can tell if it's either head or cylinder rings or an issue with the valve or one of the valves in that cylinder. First, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a little oil down the cylinder there. That's going to tell me if it's if my PSIs go up after I pour some oil down the cylinder. It means I got bad rings. So let's try that out before I shut you guys off.